You gotta love a night like tonight if you're watching on TV, because you didn't have to fight the traffic to get to TD Garden. It's going to be a great 2.5 hours of hockey. Starting Goalies brought to you by your New England Audi dealers. Experience the new Audi A3 with legendary Audi Quattro all-wheel drive today. Ben Scrivens never has had success against the Bruins. He gets the start for the Edmonton Oilers. At the other end of the ice, Tuukka Rask, perfect 3-0 against the Oilers. Lifetime of 167 goals against average, a .924 save percentage, and a shutout. David Krejci's going to play tonight. Dallas Eakins struggling to find a few patches. The game is on. Edmonton seems to be a fragile team, Rick.
Yeah, and that comes with growing pains, and you're trying to develop young talent, almost like waiting for a shoe to drop. That's what happened to them in the Philadelphia game. They felt like they played pretty strong from start to finish. They outshot, outchanced Philadelphia, but first shot on goal goes in, and it really hurts the psyche of the team. Tough for them to pull themselves up and have comeback victories.
Chris Kelly tries a long cross-ice pass. Justin Schultz picks it up. Gregory Campbell gives him a battle. Matt Hendricks sprays it to space. And Dougie Hamilton will settle things down for the Bruins as they change out. The Bergeron line coming over the boards man by man. Riley Smith into the corner. Red hot Brad Marchand follows through. Takes it away from Oscar Klefbom, number 84. Bergeron pops it up off his skate. Marchand quick to the puck. So aggressive in his last 4 games. Bergeron this way and that on Klefbom. Loses him. Goes banking the backhand to Hamilton along the line. Seidenberg wrists it around the perimeter. Mark Fane can't track it down. Benoit Pouliot landed a 4-year deal with Edmonton. He's out there wearing his trademark number 67. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins tries to go 1 through 2. That doesn't work. Jordan Everly goes for a little tumble in the attacking zone. Nugent-Hopkins down in front of the Zamboni doors. Everly back toward the point. Marchand takes a big hit from Keith Ollie, who's making his first appearance for Edmonton. And Jeff Petrie takes it back.
Just got Marchand a little off balance on the chip out. Marchand knew he had to get the puck out of the zone. Thought he might be able to dance by Ollie, so he's a little off balance.
Joe Morrow. A little bit of trouble on the forecheck from Euro Pekarinen, who just came up from Oklahoma City. Krejci goes to the corner, takes a hit from Petrie. Griffith gets shoved back by Arcobello. Mark Arcobello, Connecticut native, went to Yale. Morrow off the boards. McQuaid whacks the backhand in deep. Krejci one hand on the stick, and Petrie tries to staple him in. Good read from McQuaid to try to jump past Perron. He disrupts the flow. Almost made the steal in the attacking zone. Seth Griffith to Krejci. He's got Lucic down the slot. Across the Griffith, but the puck goes between the heel of his blade and his skates. Great puck movement. David Krejci has no rust. Krejci's got Lucic down the slot. Across the Griffith, but the puck goes between the heel of his blade and his skates. Great puck movement. David Krejci. The puck goes between the heel of his blade and his skates. Great puck movement. David Krejci has no rust.
Petrie might have got a stick in there as well. Both passes a little tight. Petrie might have got a stick in there as well. Both passes.
Krejci has no rust.
Petrie might have got a stick in there as well. Both passes a little tight. Krejci takes the drop pass. After just playing the neutral zone, it's a play by Morrow. Not only gets the puck first, but that quick re-entry because he makes a heads-up little backhand feed. And that feed by Krejci, a little bit in the skates of Lucic. And his return pass is a little bit in the skates of Griffith. He's going to get a stick on it if it wasn't for Petrie. Then that created a stick of his own to disrupt that attempt.
Seth Griffith is telling us this morning how remarkable it is. Here's Warsawski's shot. Jesse Joensuu with the block. Griffith saying how remarkable it is that Krejci finds ways to slow it down in a game in which it's all about speeding up faster and fastest. Dale Yakupov mishandles the puck. Matt Fraser looking for Louis Eriksson. Fraser left wing of the Soderberg line. Chris Kelly skating the opening shift with the Gregory Campbell line. Dougie Hamilton too far forward for Seidenberg.
Tries to feed Yakupov. The Edmonton Oilers administration hoping that those two are going to hook up for a ton of goals in the next few years. Draisaitl known for his great passing ability, and they want Yakupov to shoot and shoot some more. Shotski retrieves his forward. Zach drops and finds the seam to Pye, who's taking a long swing. Out to the goal to the Justin.
Kelly gets a piece of the puck. Pye shows the speed in the corner. It's a battle for the puck and wins it with help from Campbell. The snap pass under Kelly's stick all the way back to Tuukka Rask.
He's just got to concentrate on not drifting when he's in a defensive posture and make sure that he's able to handle those tough plays along the wall on the backhand side of his own zone.
Seidberg tape to Marchand. Smith's shot gets blocked. There's Bergeron in close support. Seidberg one time, the tip by Marchand. Just went wrap around the tip. Couldn't pull it past the post and tuck it in. He hit the apron of the goal about an inch wide of the post. Marchand, a different player in the last few games. Hamilton disrupts Perron at the point. Smith dribbles it back, and there's Bergeron to rescue the puck.
And a real good look by Dennis Seidenberg, Jack. Head up, taking a look. What do I have on this shot from the left point? He saw Marchand open on the side of the net for the redirect.
Perron dishes over to Arcabello, dances around Marchand nicely, pulls up on the off boards, fires it across, and Rask is there with a strong stick to deny Yakupov on the doorstep.
And you'll see players try to do that against the Bruins when they pre-scout pass, and if they gain the blue line, the defenseman's going to just release you if you pull up before the tops of the circles and wait for the forward to get back.
Nikita Nikitin going the aerial route cross ice with Draisaitl. Lucic knocks it away. Karam's off the Yakupov skates. Moore settles it down. Griffith passing the space. Lucic blowing down the wing. Throws it in front. It came off the skates of Nikitin, and Scrivens makes the stop. Purcell stick handling back at his own goal. Justin Schultz, 3 years at the University of Wisconsin, and then entered the NHL as a free agent after electing not to supplement the team that originally drafted him. McQuaid introduces himself to Leon Draisaitl. Ollie's drive and a save by Rask. Draisaitl. McQuaid to Morrow. Joe Morrow finds side to Soderberg's backhand. Soderberg working corner against Ollie. Hits the Jets, goes through both corners, brings it back. Seidberg controls with the skate, fires it into space on the far boards. Eriksson to Soderberg in the flying weave. Eriksson back over the line. It's not a hairpiece joke. Stick handling out the slot. Oh. If you can hear what's going on in my headset. Everyone taps the puck ahead. Nugent Hopkins muscles it out to the neutral zone. Ignore the noise. Focus. 60 minutes. Petrie got dart into Matt Hendricks's skates. He cannot get it through Seidenberg. Nugent Hopkins on the delay. Johansson, a big body. Hamilton's going to go for tripping as he reaches for the puck and took down Johansson. So Edmonton goes to the power play. 13:08 to go in the first period. First goal.
Quick counterattack. Edmonton Oilers right off the bench. Johansson trying to gain entry into the offensive zone. Protects the puck well. Hamilton gets his stick in the skates. Throw it short-handed.
Power play stats brought to you by Echo Store Technologies. Boston has killed 11 of 12 shorthanded situations in the last 6+ games. The Oilers 0 for 2 on the power play in a 4-1 loss at Philadelphia on Tuesday night. Dougie Hamilton in the box, ranked 5th among Bruins penalty killers and shorthanded time on ice per game, ranked 3rd among defensemen behind. They got a real he cannot get it through. So Edmonton goes to the Hopkins on the delay. Johansson, a big body. He cannot get it through Seidenberg. Nugent Hopkins on the delay. Johansson, a big body. Hamilton's going to go as he reached for the puck and took down Johansson. So Edmonton goes to the
Quick counterattack. Edmonton Oilers.
Goes to the power play. 13:08 to go. Scores.
counterattack. Edmonton Oilers right up the bench. Johansson trying to gain entry in the offensive zone. Protects the puck well. Hamilton gets a stick in the skates. Throw it short-handed.
Power play stats brought to you by Echo Store Technologies. Boston has killed 11 of 12 short-handed situations in the last 6+ games. The Oilers 0 for 2 on the power play. Throw it short-handed. Power play stats brought to you by Echo Store Technologies. Boston has killed 11 of 12 short-handed situations in the last 6+ games. The Oilers 0 for 2 on the power play. Then you have toward the zone.
They like Schultz with the puck out high.
Here's Schultz with the puck out high, looking down low, and Pouliot and Arcabello have a little traffic jam. Pouliot with a strong playoff for the Rangers last spring. Had one power play going through the playoffs. Actually cross ice. Skips all the way off the boards back to the point. Bergeron sends it past Schultz 2-1. Marchand delays the net drive. Bergeron with a pirouette and a kick saved by Scrimmage. Old school there.
Bergeron go for a line change. He didn't have a whole lot of jump there. Killing that penalty. Trying to create that 2-on-1 with Marchand.
Draisaitl, Warsawski whips it to the point, but Draisaitl has it back from the cute in the high slot. Tip from Perron, didn't get much on it. Trotman can't clear it. Hit Eriksson on the way out, and then he flings it out.
Oh, nice play by Chris Kelly to corral that puck and just tap it to Eriksson close by.
Eriksson was laughing on the way out of the building the other night after taking that stick up in the face. Here's a steal away from the Keaton. Now he feeds Kelly the drive. Sticks in the gut of Ben Scrimmins, and then he dumps it out. And Kelly has a little chat with him. But the Bruins get an attack. His own face-off.
We've already seen two great stick position plays. The first one was Bergeron, led to a scoring chance short-handed. And here's another one. This one by Louis Eriksson. When you describe those two players in particular for the Bruins, Bergeron, Eriksson, two of the best at the full position, with stick position, to make steals like that.
Campbell to take the draw with Paille in the shooter's spot. Paille nudges it back to Seidenberg, wrists it toward goal, and it's Nugent Hopkins. Just 25 seconds to go on the power play. 0 for 15 for Edmonton in its last 4 games. Tuukka Rask will cover up and take the face-off with 18 seconds left on Hamilton's trip. Dallas Aikens has a team that is struggling and unbelievably strong. No wins in their first 5. Then 4 wins in a row. And now they're looking for help.
Yeah, that believability or momentum pendulum, however you want to
score not more than 2 goals in any game. For a team that lives
NHL
2014-11-06 Edmonton Oilers BS Boston Bruins Q2 tries to get it from Campbell up the field. Complimentary YouTube video play 0% rated score. Low. But Gordon unable to turn it on the backhand. Hamilton's out of the box. Excellent penalty kill from the Bruins. Gordon pulls it out of the skates of Klefbom. 1 shot on the power play for Edmonton. Lucic. Cross ice. McQuaid takes a hit from Pouliot to go down the boards with the puck. Krejci battling against Klefbom. Lucic to Krejci. A lot of space in the corner. The self-pass off the kick plate. Comes past Pouliot with the puck. Trotman bounces it through the slot. Justin Schultz on it. Chips it up to the line. Krejci tries to feather a backhand, but can't get it through Leon Draisaitl. He tumbles it past Warsawski, delivers a big hit in the corner. Griffith battling Klefbom. It comes to Lucic. He turns on the heat. Lucic drops to Krejci with Warsawski down the slot. The shot saved. Leon Lucic battling for it, but he couldn't grab the puck. Hooking is the call. 10:16 to go in the first. And the Bruins are going to get the man advantage.
You take it all the way back from your own zone. Warsawski takes a hit to make a play in his own zone. Trotman's able to move the puck up the right wing. Griffith takes the hit to make a play along the wall. Now it's a 2-on-2 that develops into a 3-on-3 because Warsawski, after he takes the hit, jumps up into the play. Lucic goes to the net after the drop pass, the stick work. We talked about these young kids having to get the job done in the absence of some regulars. They do a nice job in their own zone. Griffith, who continues to get better on the board play, able to spring that play loose in the neutral zone. That allows Lucic and Krejci to get something going.
Pouliot and Boyd Gordon who is very strong on faceoffs, not even killing forwards.
David Boston.
Stick to hit zone.
He takes 16 to go to the puck. Hooking is the call. 10-16 to go in the first. And the Bruins are going to get the man advantage.
You take it all the way back from your own zone. Warsawski takes a hit to make a play in his own zone. Trotman's able to move the puck up the right wing. Griffin takes the hit to make a play along the wall. Now it's a 2-on-2 that develops at a 3-on-3 because Warsawski, after he takes the hit, jumps up into the play. Lucic goes to the net after the drop pass, the stick work. We're talking about these young kids having to get the job done in the absence of some regulars. They do a nice job in their own zone. Griffin, who continues to get better on the board play. They're going to spring that play loose in the neutral. Lucic goes to the net after 3 because Warsawski, at work. We're talking about these young kids having to get the job done in the absence of some regulars. We're talking about these young kids having to get the job done in the absence of some regulars. They do a nice job in their own zone. Griffin, who continues to get better on the board play. We're talking about these young kids having to get the job done in the absence.
Edmonton on the turn, and Arcabella steps and dishes the seam to Krejci. He gains the line. Lucic charges down the boards, but Petrie swats it away. Warsawski along the line to Krejci. He holds, finds Griffith. Warsawski's one-timer and a save by Scrivens, who had a pretty good view. Lucic going for the doorstep tip, but couldn't make the redirection.
Yeah, he was looking for the redirect because he stepped aside of the shot. He didn't get right in front of the eyes of the Edmonton net, and the goaltender Scrivens. Nice breakout, Hamilton, Griffith. They get into their setup. It's an easy entry. Lucic thought he had a chance to get around Petrie. Petrie made a good poke check. And here's Lucic in front of the net. They set up a one-timer for Warsawski, which is what they wanted. And Lucic has to make a decision. Do I step aside, try to redirect, or stay right in front of the goaltender?
Griffith feathers the pass across to Krejci, knocks the backhand cross ice. Lucic in a battle. Arcabella reaches back and strokes the puck out of the zone. Half a minute to go with the Boston power play. Joensuu with pressure against Krejci, who drops to Warsawski. Warsawski saucer pass. Krejci can't handle it with skates. Tough chance for Krejci, and all he clears the length of the ring. Pulling out to Joensuu. Griffith pulling out with a big reach. And he controls and wastes some clock. 10 seconds to go in the Boston power play. And the puck 190 feet away from where the Bruins won it. One shot for Boston with the man advantage as Hendricks comes out of the box. Petrie slides it to Ollie. He goes indirect for Hendricks. Morrow gives to Warsawski in the rotation. He lobs it forward. It tumbles and rolls, and it's going to go for icing against Boston.
Jack, what are you doing after the game?
I think I'm doing the instigators with you.
Catching all new instigators tonight, following Nesson Sports Today. Jack, Billy High will examine the explosion of recent suspensions around the league, as well as which team is the scariest in the NHL. The gloves come off tonight on the Instigators, presented by the Electric Supply Center, driven to help you compete.
Morrow past Paille, and Schultz couldn't sell it. He was too close. So on they go with no icing ruled against Boston. McKeon hard off Paille's skates. Over the line, it's ripped off the Perron. The shot blocked down by Morrow. The rebound shot, and Rask hugs it against his chest. 7:38 to go first period. Bruins outshooting the Oilers 4-3 at TD Garden.
The focus has been on the Bruins' young, inexperienced defense and the importance of making a good first pass, whether it's in the neutral zone by Joe Morrow. You watch his head. He knew exactly where he wanted to lay that puck in a transition game. Warsawski able to use his net. That's an aggressive forecheck by Edmonton. Two men trying to take away the D-to-D pass. Able to make a nice backhand feed up the right wing to Griffith. And again, Griffith gets open in the middle of the ice. But Joe Morrow, who takes his time, looks at people off, and creates a scene. First pass coming out of the zone.
Adam McQuaid sizing up what Edmonton was showing. Morrow rushing the puck to Eriksson. Morrow swats it out of the air. McKeon tries to shove the puck along the end board. Soderberg blocks it, trickles it toward Eriksson. Fraser in the mix to disrupt Edmonton's outlet, and the Bruins take possession right back. Soderberg off the board. Eriksson chucks it past Nikita. Yakupov recovers and dishes over to Justin Schultz. Yakupov, the #1 pick in the 2012 entry draft. When you Benoit Pouliot. This is going to be icing against Edmonton.
Bring some cheer to your holiday party this season when you hosted any
Icing against Edmonton.
Bring some cheer to your holiday party this season when you hosted any Bruins or Celtics game. Special holiday suite rental packages are now available. Include tickets for 12 or 18 fans, a food and beverage package, and a limited edition holiday ornament. For information, visit tdgarden.com/holiday party.
Bergeron, Riley Smith, and Brad Marchand. And the applause you hear is recognizing Milan Lucic's 500th.
And a limited edition holiday ornament. For information, visit tdgarden.com/holiday party.
Bergeron, Riley Smith, and Brad Marchand. And the applause you hear is recognizing Milan Lucic's 500th NHL game that he's participating in tonight. Schultz scoops the puck up to the blue line, but the Bruins get possession right back. Seidenberg wheels it off the boards. Spain tries to jump up on the play. Bergeron got it away for a moment. Pouliot laterally to Fane. Wrists it hard off the corner glass. Hamilton takes it down to the half towards Pouliot. Rams right past him. Bergeron rescues the puck. Marchand taking it on the backhand off the kick plate. Edmonton immediately conceding the attacking zone. Marchand goes all the way into the Boston attacking zone. Smith wings the play, and it comes out. Bergeron swings it through the middle. Warsawski fresh off the bench. He was a good 2 feet outside the line, so the Bruins have to take a chance.
Think of what Marchand did right there, Jack. He went very deep in his own zone, so Petrie couldn't get it on the pitch, and leads to a scoring chance with Smith at the other end.
Griffin pokes it away, and his bid is blocked. Krejci, the self-pass off the kick plate. And down goes Draisaitl.
Krejci got him high with the stick.
Well, that's just payback for Louis Eriksson not getting his call last game. No, I'm going to get him. Might be the trail of blood. I don't know. They'll have to see if he's injured or not. It's going to be 4 minutes. And the Bruins will be shorthanded. 5:26 to go in the first.
A couple of tough breaks for the Boston Bruins. Marchand with a great individual effort from end to end sets up Riley Smith. His shot catches high over the glove hand. David Krejci looking to lift the stick at Draisaitl. Draisaitl goes down. Stick catches him up right in the mouth. Double-minded David Krejci. Bruins shorthanded.
Power play brought to you by your New England Mazda dealers. Edmonton 1 shot on goal with just a minute and 3 seconds of attacking zone time on its first man advantage tonight. Justin Schultz for Arcabello. He has to take it off his backhand. Now Everly at the left point. Schultz. Nugent Hopkins. Schultz's one-timer saved by Rice. The rebound. Dougie Hamilton. No, they say it's hit. Hamilton was swatting it off the line. But in the eyes of the official, Jean Hebert, that puck went all the way over, and he had a pretty good view.
Yeah, he's pretty emphatic with the call, too, so he feels strongly about it. Obviously, there'll be a review. Or I believe there'll be a review. We got to look at it.
Yep, that's it.
Across the goal line. They'll get going a lot of prep.
That's it. At the left point. It's for Arcabello. He has to take it off his backhand. Now Everly at the left point. Schultz. Nugent Hopkins. Schultz's one-timer saved by Rice. The rebound. Oh, he has to take it off his backhand. Penalty clock. Hopkins weaving it. Schultz the goal scored. Here's the second half of the double minor high sticking penalty to David Krejci, who remains in the penalty bench. Ryan Nugent Hopkins weaving into the Boston zone to Everly. Seidenberg corrals him in the corner. Everly tries to A-frame, and Seidenberg limits his space by overpowering him. Bouncing puck, Schultz at the point, the hard backhand. Nugent Hopkins goes down to the hash mark. He's got Pouliot back in the goal. Brings it to Schultz. He's got Everly on the near side. Here's Everly with the puck. Down low for Arcabello. The give and go comes all the way back to Schultz. Schultz is bombed from the point. And McQuaid, who is doubled over because Hopkins get the assist on Gordon's goal, sweeping it across the line on the power play. Kelly takes Yakupov's errant dart that went cross ice. Good work from Perron on the back check to keep Kelly from breaking in shorthanded. Half a minute to go on the Edmonton power play. Russell over the line. Perron wearing the darkened visor. Swings it through the corner. Yakupov stick handling. Dishes over to Purcell. His pass offline for Nikitin. And it slides all the way back to Scriven. And Krejci's out of the box without a shot on goal during the 2 minutes of power play after the initial power play goal.
Well, let's get a look at the power play goal. It's given Edmonton the lead. This is that umbrella they like to work out high. They really like Schultz in the middle of it. He's got a good, low,
NHL
accurate, purposeful shot.
11-06 Edmonton Oilers
Gordon
vs
working in front of the net, able to win the battle, find the puck before the Bruins can get to it first. Even though Hamilton's back there with the blade of his stick, that puck clearly across the goal line for a power play goal.
Gordon wins the face-off. Clefbaum's shot goes off a stick and skyrockets up high into the protected netting.
That was actually a pretty good play by Joensuu to ride off Seth Griffith trying to get out to that point.
Bruins change out their key pair. Seidenberg and Hamilton come out of the ice. Krejci against Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins wins the Clefbaum. Fame off Lucic's stick, and it breaks Lucic's stick. Clefbaum's wrist shot, stick save. Rask, good rebound control to the corner. Griffith ahead to Krejci to Lucic. Lucic has Seidenberg racing up the weak side. Krejci finds Seidenberg, a one-timer into Fame's body. Fame to Nugent Hopkins to Pouliot. And he lobs the puck to the corner. Pouliot, Seidenberg on the end board. Seidenberg wiggles it over to Lucic. Krejci taps back to Lucic, to Hamilton, who joins the rush in the middle. Eriksson one-hands it, but Petrie has it. Fires it off the boards. Warsofsky saves it at the line. Wrists it all the way around. Yakupov with the shoulder fake, and then he darts one off the corner. Petrie, who had a strong game in the loss at Philadelphia a couple of nights ago for Edmonton, sends it the length of the rink as we click past 2 minutes to go in the opening period. Warsofsky all the way to the attacking line, and Riley Smith was a little too eager. So to come all the way back on the 100-foot offside pass.
I mean, this puck's traveling from one end to the other in a hurry, in both directions. Yakupov trying to make a play up the ice. Bruins are in the middle of a line change. The net actually came off its moorings with contact in there on the forecheck, but they were going to let this play go. They were just going to go back and fix that net and let the action continue. But a long pass by Warsofsky. Smith offside.
Just like pond hockey, right? Just fix the boots while the puck's at the end.
Claude Julien wants a face-off, at the offensive blue line. And they're debating, do you make that call from where the pass originated, or should it be just outside the offensive zone for Boston?
And that's what it's going to be. The reason for that being that the net was off its pegs?
I don't think so.
Because
I thought that they were saying that Warsofsky was a little deeper out of the zone than down by the face-off dot. And then I thought they were going to have the face-off at the offensive blue line. Yeah. Now they're taking it right outside the Bruins' defensive blue line.
Off the face-off, Trotman takes a pretty healthy hit from Matt Hendricks, who will do that every chance he gets. Trotman swings it D to Warsofsky through the seam to Bergeron. Swings it to Smith, the backhand. Bergeron can't get all the way through to Marchand. An alert play by Joensuu on the back check. Marchand swivels it down the slot. Clefbaum skates it out of danger. Goes long indirect for Hendricks. Hendricks and McQuaid, two big boys in the corner. McQuaid wins the puck, falls down the process, but stays with it. Takes it to Warsofsky. Marchand on the pivot. Smith fires and scores! Riley Smith. The puck for Hendricks. Hendricks and McQuaid, two big boys in the corner. McQuaid wins the puck, falls down the process, but stays with it. Takes it to Warsofsky. Marchand on the pivot. Smith fires and scores!
Slows down. D-Board coming up.
Whips it across. Eriksson sends Soderberg ahead against Petrie. Soderberg through the corner, whips it cross ice. Pouliot pulls the puck back. Soderberg takes it on the post, tries the wrap. And Scrivens holding the post with the pad. Everly to the defenseman Petrie. Angles it in off his stick. Petrie forward to the goal line. Now Hamilton tries to catch it. Jelly pivots and tosses it over the dasher. We'll show you the post with the pad. Everly to the defenseman Petrie. Angles it in off his stick. Petrie blocking.
Take Warsofsky, the winger on the weak side on the breakup.
Riley Smith's first goal in 10 games. McQuaid taps to Morrow. Flips it up to the line. Lucic coming back after it. McQuaid with about 20 seconds to go in the period. This is back to Morrow. Straight up the middle to Lucic. Nikitin swatting it away from here. Arcabella tries to turn inside of McQuaid. Krejci rides him off. Bergeron trickles it to center. Final 10 seconds. Lucic and Krejci with a late chance. Krejci can't get the stick past Nikitin. There's a penalty that's going to be called at the 20-minute mark of the period. I believe it's going to be on David Krejci, who was in the box when Edmonton scored its goal. So the Bruins will start the second period shorthanded.
Yeah, pretty good effort by the Oilers here in the opening period. You never know what you're going to get with a young team that's trying to find an identity. Even when they play well, they have a tendency to lose some games because of mistakes that they make and their lack of believability at times. But they get that power play goal. They take advantage of the 4-minute double minor to David Krejci. But the Bruins tilt the ice back in their favor in that period, late in that period. But just as we suspected, like Buffalo, like Florida, Edmonton, no easy games in the NHL anymore, Jack.
Well, Dale, you can have a lot of fun with numbers with the Edmonton Oilers. Their second periods have been a disaster this year. They've allowed 16 second period goals, second worst in the league, ahead of only the Islanders. So the Bruins will get their chances. Bruins Hockey on Nesson is brought to you by Ace Ticket, by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. By Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts. And by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Alongside Andy Brickley with Garrett Austin at Ice Level and our Nesson production crew, I'm Jack Edwards. Glad you can be with us on this rainy New England night. Throw another log on the fire and get used to this game, because this is going to be a game that gets more and more intense as it goes on. The Road Ahead brought to you by Sullivan Tire and Auto Service. Visit sullivantire.com/road ahead. Bruins have a weekend off. Almost never happens except for the All-Star break. Then they host New Jersey on Monday. That game on Nesson. They have to go back-to-back. Wednesday night's game in Toronto is on NBC Sports Network. But then we've got the Montreal game, the second half of the back-to-backer, next Thursday. Andrew Ferentz serving a 3-game suspension for a high hit, but nevertheless, the man has a lot of followers in Boston, and Garrett Austin has more.
Earlier today, former Bruin Andrew Ference was presented an award from the Boston EMTs for the work he did following the Boston Marathon bombings. Ference invited EMTs to a game following the bombings and came in early and stayed late to sign autographs. Then he took all of the EMTs out for a night and covered everything so they could forget the horrible events that took place that day and just have fun for a night. Jack, it was truly a special night for the EMTs, and they wanted to show their appreciation by presenting him with a plaque.
Andrew Ference is one of those guys who gets it and understands the perspective of playing hockey for a living and how fortunate he and his colleagues are. Game summary brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. David Krejci in the box to begin the second period as he was called for hooking Nail Yakupov at the 20-minute mark. Rask corrals the puck. McQuaid slings it around and it hops over Schultz's stick. Bergeron aggressively down the boards. Marchand comes off the half boards. There's Seidenberg. Throws it toward goal, and it caroms off the end wall. Here we go, Bruins. The chant from the crowd down below. Arcabello to Eberle. Bergeron steals, goes indirect. Pouliot got a piece of the puck. If Bergeron's pass gets past Pouliot, it's going to bounce right in front of Marchand in alone.
Yeah, good look by Bergeron. Good back check, good support.
Draisaitl, cross corner. Arcabello gets run off on Seidenberg's hit. Seidenberg loses his edge, kicks it, and it goes up on the strings above the apron of the goal. Bit of a scrambling moment for the Bruins.
Well, both McQuaid and Seidenberg are below the goal line. McQuaid's just trying to set this puck up for Seidenberg if he can, but they're both on their backhand. It was a difficult place to make while you're shorthanded and you're outnumbered a little bit. That puck gets up on the side of the net. They blew the play down to the Bruins' benefit, I believe.
Boyd Gordon, Teddy Purcell, David Perron, Nail Yakupov, and Nikita Nikitin. Dallas Aikens' quintet on the power play. Nikitin's bomb tipped by Gordon, and it goes wide. Trotman hustles to the corner, chops at it. It comes loose, but Perron controls. Nikitin, the one-touch pass off Purcell's stick. Purcell gets it back from Gordon, swivels to Perron. Perron closes, and Campbell gets the puck out of the pile and nudges to Paille for the clear.
Strong shot block by Trotman. That little pump fake out high by Purcell. He was able to get away from Paille, but Trotman was the next layer.
Nikita Nikitin drops it back for Purcell. He goes indirect. It does not connect with Perron. Seidenberg takes it and scales it all the way down. Nikitin. Draisaitl tumbles it to the corner. Seidenberg hard up the wall. Perron blocks it back and scoops up over the low glass.
Boston Bruins 2. So clear search.
Well, Purcell's going to work his way out to that left point. Or he makes that pass back to Perron, I should say. Nice little pass by Purcell. Perron with that little pump fake to shake the check of Paille. He gets out of the shooting lane, but there's that next layer.
Here we go. Home tab item.
Nice sacrifice by the Bruins young defender.
G-L-O-F-L-L-A-B-T-O-O space.
Crawford's college teammate at Lake Superior State, Will Acton, got sent down just yesterday, so there was no reunion there. Will Acton going from Edmonton down to Oklahoma City.
Here we go.
We'll vote for the Amica Coverage Play of the Week and enter to win a $100 gift certificate to the Pro Shop here at TD Garden, courtesy of Nesson. Enter now at Nesson.com/Amica Coverage Can.
Complimentary.
Sometimes difficult for a team to
0% vertically scroll.
find its legs, gain some momentum when it has to kill a penalty right off the bat in a period.
Yeah, it can work both ways.
Yep. Smith against Clefbaum. Marchand A-framing against Fane. Wiggles it to Bergeron. Quick stick. Fane gives him a pretty good cross check. Morrow The shot off a stick to the corner. Marchand picks it up, wheels away from Clefbaum, dribbles it back toward McQuaid. He angles off Yakupov, playing the body to stop the rush. McQuaid to Morrow. Makes the simple pass to Marchand into the attacking zone. His pass comes off of the stick of Fane. And Benoit Pouliot finds the puck. His shot up high on Rask tumbles loose. Everly off Morrow's stick, bounces back to the point. Everly to Petrie, fires it right through the crease. Keith Ollie hold the slap pass down low. Petrie in front of the goal, and Everly couldn't get it before McQuaid did. The Bruins ice it to take off the pressure. But Edmonton finding room to skate, and when the Oilers can start stretching their legs, it can mean some trouble.
Well, the Bruins did a good job of killing the penalty, but then they got a little lackadaisical at the offensive blue line. Marchand tries to make a play, that gets deflected. Okay, a little mishandled by McQuaid, now a little bit standing still. Not really a whole lot of urgency on the back check. McQuaid does get back to make it a 2-on-2, but now they're kind of scrambled in their own zone. Edmonton taking advantage of it. Good zone time.
Justin Schultz. Teddy Purcell. Purcell all the way forward to the goal line. Throws it into the pile, and Pecorino getting involved with McQuaid. Not shy about going to the crease in his first NHL game.
It's not a bad play by Purcell. Just lay that puck and maybe hope for a deflection. TD Bank Community Clubhouse and the Boston Bruins would like to welcome St. Anne's home to tonight's game. At TD Bank, they're committed to supporting the communities we serve by making a difference together.
Teddy Purcell, a year at the University of Maine, signed with LA, spent some very effective time with Tampa Bay, traded to Edmonton for Sam Gagner in June. David Krejci goes in direct to Seth Griffith. Griffith to Lucic. Lucic back to Griffith. Explodes into the space. Feathers it back for Lucic, and Scrivens breaks it up. A penalty coming here. And Xavier has his hand in the air. And I believe it is going to be Nikita Nikitin skating to the box for Edmonton.
Well, the Bruins managed the puck beautifully coming out of their own zone.
Number 86. It's 2 minutes for hooking.
Little chip up the wall. Griffith is open. Lucic comes across in order to shorten up that passing route. And this is just a simple give and go. And Lucic, after delivering the pass on the net drive, just as you said, Jack, it's as you described, as a heads-up play by Scrivens. That puck's in his crease. He's going to get a piece of it. But the Bruins go on the power play because of the stick work by Nikitin.
Smith along the line to Hamilton. Hamilton fires on Scrivens. No rebound for Soderberg.
2 minutes hooking. Time of the penalty. 1 minute 49 seconds. Negative minor penalty for a hooking in 3:49.
Louis Eriksson, Patrice Bergeron. Eriksson to Hamilton, the wrist shot, all in one motion, catching and releasing. Clefbaum belts it back through the neutral zone. Gordon harassing Hamilton. Penalty killing forwards peel off. Nugent, Hopkins, and Pouliot replace them. Smith rattles it through both corners. Bergeron takes the hit and shoves the puck forward, but it comes to Fane unopposed. Rask all the way past the red line to Eriksson. Eriksson cross ice to Krejci in a ton of space. Eriksson goes down the slot with Soderberg. Krejci turns the puck back to Warsowski. Bergeron's one-timer and a save by Scrivens. Bergeron, the stop-start, flips with Eriksson, throws it toward the front. Petrie gloves it out of there. Pouliot takes it and hums it down the ice. Still 3/4 of a minute to go on the Boston power play. David Warsowski feeding Krejci, hits Marchand in stride, cuts for the goal, but he can't tuck it in. A good move by Marchand not to make contact with Scrivens. We're seeing that called more and more. Warsowski to Marchand coming off the boards. The shot saved by Scrivens. No goal. You clearly could hear the whistle that the puck was under control in the eyes of the referee by Ben Scrivens.
Quality breakout, at least in the first opportunity. Marchand on the net drive. If you go back a year, maybe Marchand has a different game plan. But you're right, Jack. You cannot make contact with the goaltender even when you have that net drive. And the second opportunity was a well-executed play. Little give and go, Warsofsky back to Marchand. Here's a look at that beautiful breakout. David Krejci able to hit Marchand in stride. Two real good looks, and the crowd not happy with what they considered a quick whistle before Griffith banged it into the empty net.
Warsofsky leads out Marchand. He cuts behind Hendricks. Now it's Griffith. Marchand getting picked off at the line. The Bruins regroup, and Krejci brings it down the boards from Griffith. Lucic can't get the pass past Hendricks, and Nikitin is out of the box. Krejci to Lucic. Griffith slowing down, then speeding up. Yakupov rides him into the end boards, and Petry's the next layer for Edmonton, taking the puck. Petry skating strongly, but then he leaves the puck behind. Campbell the quick up to Griffith. He dumps it in and changes out.
Left the puck behind because Lucic's got a good stick-on-stick check.
Petry up but not out. Seidenberg wrists it around. Campbell chasing against Keith Ollie. Ollie into the middle. Tough play for Arcobello as the Bruins are giving Edmonton a really hard time coming out of the Oilers' end. Kelly. Petry bumps him. Arcobello through the seam in front of his own goal, and Arcobello quickly rules no icing. I don't know who had the 11-foot long arms.
Why?
Seidenberg up the middle to Campbell on the pivot. He's got Kelly far side. Kelly and Nikitin go into the corner. Nikitin gets under Kelly's swim move and hits Nugent Hopkins. Everly, the cutback at the red line, fires to Schultz. The defenseman rolls it into Seidenberg's corner. He knocks the backhand around, and it comes off of Everly. Diving effort from Kelly, can't clear the zone. Can of corn for Tuukka Rask as Nikitin lobs it in on goal. 12:45 to go, second period. Crowd getting a little bit angry here at TD Garden in a 1-1 game.
Who is the greatest Oiler not named Gretzky or Messier? Imply A for Glenn Anderson, B for Paul Coffey, C for Grant Fuhrer, or D for Jari Kurri. Text your answer to 536-536. Message and data plates may apply. Text help for info and visit NESN.com/terms for terms and conditions and privacy policy.
Is there a little bit of Boston love skewing this poll here? Tell you one thing, Grant Fuhrer stopped more breakaways than any goalie in NHL history. Edmonton would tighten up the screws on the defense around March 1st every year, but until then, hey, win them 6-5.
With Semenko, McSorley, and McClellan. Where's that?
Yakupov, the low-angle drive on the one-timer. And by the way, Jari Kurri, 601 NHL goals.
He could finish.
Yeah, shoot goal.
Pretty good three-zone player, too.
Yeah.
Terrific talent. You know, you got to be a great player to play with a great player.
Yeah.
For the most part, and be productive. And Kurri playing alongside Gretzky, that was magic. You know, they had an all-world, talented, skilled player that wasn't there a ton, but wasn't Kent Nilsson there for a little bit?
It's amazing how guys would fit in so readily. Person wrists it into Morrow's legs. Green getting it far side. McQuaid unable to clear. Nikitin right back to McQuaid. Taps it off the boards to Eriksson. Laterally to Joe Moore. A little wiggle at the shoulders, and he dumps it in deep, changes out, and the Bruins pursue on the forecheck. Louis Eriksson forcing Nikitin to throw the puck up the wall. Trotman's drive rifles wide with Eriksson on the screen. Warsofsky in front of the Zamboni doors. Now Eriksson pries the puck loose. Draisaitl can't keep possession. Great hustle by Trotman to keep it on the line. He whips it cross corner. David Warsofsky on the turn. Reverses, backs all the way across the line. Finds a gap and drives it. The rebound. Soderberg couldn't jump on it as Draisaitl makes the clear. What a skating exhibition by Warsofsky.
Yeah, it started with a fake pinch down the wall.
Marchand to Smith going through, but Nugent Hopkins rides him. Bergeron with a hard stop. That opens up space. Smith cycles out of the corner. Comes to Bergeron, the shot wide on the glove side. Seidenberg down to the half boards. Here's Bergeron all over the attacking zone. Smith rotating to the point. His drive leg saved by Scrivens. The rebound all the way to Pouliot. He loops it out to Eberle, and Eberle just tosses to the corner. Seidenberg whips the backhand around for Smith. He can't get it up past the wall. Cleft bomb. There's Pouliot on a rocket that goes off glass. Fane gives it up to Seidenberg to Hamilton. He bounces it past Smith. It deflects on the way out of the zone. No icing. Both teams change.
Finish that shot thought on Warslavsky. What I mean by a fake pinch, he went down as if he was going to keep going forward like Seidenberg just did. But he backed off with possession, spun across the blue line, used that lateral movement, looked people off, fooled the coverage. Ollie's shot, a save and a rebound by Rask, but he covers it up, and Ollie, he takes a shot at McQuaid. The glove clearly up in the face, and if there's no penalty here, that's a pretty high threshold. That clearly was a glove right to the face of Adam McQuaid. Now, I don't know if McQuaid initiated with something in kind. No, Ollie came in and pursued after the tie-up on the second chance opportunity. Perron gets a chance at it, and the two of them come over. Yeah, the stick was one. It's not the glove so much as it was the stick, Ken. I don't think we're done between those two tonight.
Petry's wrist shot blocker saved by Rask, loose near the post, and a great job by Murray just pushing Perron out of the way. Morrow, rather. Morrow up into the... Glenn Murray's probably surfing right now, isn't he? Lucic to Krejci over the line. So Morrow, the wrist shot, and the glove saved by Scrivens. Lucic bumps into Scrivens. And all he wants, no part of Lucic. Just like, hey, don't do that again, okay? 9:48 to go in the second period. It's 1-1 the Bruins at Edmonton.
Two customers are alike. Three quick looks at the tying goal from Riley Smith back in the first period. David Warslavsky, he draws a little pressure to him. Marchand posts up just outside the blue line. That's a simple little breakout pass, but it's that first pass, or second pass in this case, that leads to a quality breakout. Bergeron runs a little screen through the middle. That opens up the passing lane. Marchand delivers it to Riley Smith in motion, and this line is really starting to find some chemistry again. Like this little move to the inside. If you're going to back off, if the keeper's going to back off, Jack, improve your angle, get inside the dot, use them as a screen.
Vote for your favorite exciting rewind and enter the mortgage sweepstakes. Each month, Berkshire will give away great prizes, and at the end of the season, one winner will have their mortgage paid for a year. Go to NESN.com/Berkshire Bank for details. Life is exciting. Let Berkshire Bank help. Kelly looks for Campbell in a lot of traffic. Campbell fights right through and wins it away from Boyd Gordon. Hendricks gets it out to the neutral zone and bangs hard into Trotman. Both players relishing the contact. Mark Fane, born in Nashua, New Hampshire, grew up in Bourne, Massachusetts. Went to Providence College. Here's Marshfield's David Warslavsky, a nice skating move around Joensuu. Slings it through both corners. Kelly lets the puck run for Campbell. And Cairns to Paille. Kelly tips it right into Klefbom's skates. Klefbom steers it away from Campbell, turns the corner, and then comes cross ice Nugent Hopkins to Eberle. Eberle closes to the dot, sweeps around, throws it in front, but Eriksson is there. Hamilton keeps the puck off Nugent Hopkins' stick. Seidenberg slams it off the wall. There's a tussle at the Edmonton line. It comes back to center, and the Bruins keep possession. Hamilton the diagonal in the seam for Soderberg. Fraser cracks it forward. Eberle gloves the puck down, spoons it toward the center circle. Pouliot gets there before Hamilton can. Nugent Hopkins' shot on the shoulder of Rask. Fraser goes hard to the corner against Nugent Hopkins. Pouliot quickly back to Nikitin. Slides it along the line for Schultz. His blast knocked down by Rask in front. Schultz to Nikitin, back to Schultz. Draws Soderberg, back to Nikitin. The blast goes off with Nugent Hopkins. Eberle can't get it under the bar as he maneuvered for space in a lot of traffic. No icing here. Both teams change out.
Pretty good puck possession by the Oilers in the Bruins' defensive zone, but Rask able to see both those shots. The one by Nugent Hopkins on the wing and the other from the right point.
Eddie Purcell shows, then goes. Dreisaitl's shot up high on Rask. Ollie's blast goes wide. A long slide to Marchand. The diagonal just out of Riley Smith's reach. Ollie banks it. McQuaid takes it and sends it in deep. Ollie back to his own goal. Petrie on the pivot. Ahead to Pecorino. Pecorino lighting it up in the AHL in the early season, and that was the reason. Plus his grit and his desire to improve every practice. That's what got him called up. Petrie blasts it into Bergeron's legs. It comes back to center. Petrie shortens the stick to receive the puck. Skips it wide of Rask. Yakupov's low-angle shot, and Tuukka Rask has it in the glove. Forest trivia question of the day. Which current Bruins player was born in Edmonton? Visit NESN.com/TheForest for the answer. Enter to win a $50 gift certificate that can be used at the Forest Restaurant and Sports Bar in Boston, Quincy, or Norwell. What an unbelievable hockey city Edmonton is. The, no comma, largest northernmost population in the world.
I've been there in January and I've been there in June. I prefer June.
It's a lot more fun in June. You sit outside of the cafe and have beer under a white sky at 10 o'clock at night. Perron chops the rebound back in front of Lucic is there.
And the games are a little bit more meaningful.
Yes, they are. Krejci on the off wing, cuts to the middle, taps it across to Hamilton. Scrivens on his belly, makes a blocker stop. You played a game in Edmonton, as I recall. Rask makes the save on Yakupov, and Yakupov's finding a lot of room to shoot tonight. He's not shy about letting it go.
Well, that's what you said. They want to play with Draisaitl because they want him to shoot. He's shooting at every opportunity. The Bruins had a pretty good opportunity themselves. David Krejci with that little slow down, pull up, find the trailer coming late. Dougie Hamilton on the right side received the pass, and he tried to outweight the traffic and try to make a play back to the weak side.
Hamilton pulls the backhand around to Seidenberg. Kelly with Bergeron in the middle and Campbell on the right. Bergeron peels off. He was there just to take the defensive zone faceoff. So Pye jumps on the ice, awaits the Hamilton pass, takes the hit from Petrie. Petrie gets it forward. Rask has to make the stop on Arcabello's drive. Seidenberg around through the corner. Petrie hits Kelly, but he maneuvers the puck to Campbell. Pye down the wing, fires it on Scrivens, and he squeezes it between his knees. 5:48 to go in the second period. Edmonton has been porous in the middle stanza this season, but the Oilers have their skating legs going right now. Coverage Cam presented by Amica Insurance. Now with new lower auto insurance rates for Massachusetts drivers.
David Warsofsky is such a gifted skater. We're going to get a good look at it. Here he is at that left point. The expectation is he's just going to come down the wall and hang out in this area, keep the puck going forward. But no, a little spin move in this direction here, and he really loses all the defensive coverage for the Edmonton Oilers. Little spin move, looking people off, lateral movement. And now Edmonton doesn't know what to do in coverage. We in zone, man-to-man, what are we doing?
Trotman around through the corner. Brad Marchand a little bit of a wiggle. Back to Warsofsky on the line with the puck on edge. Gordon knocks it forward, but here's Marchand like a rabbit right on that puck. Gordon shoves him off it, but Bergeron's there. Bergeron, funny bounce off a stanchion and it hit the strings on the back of the goal. Now it's Hendricks spinning it forward for Joensuu. Joensuu sweeps the backhand around. Hendricks on the inboards against Trotman. Goes to a knee to bring it all the way back to Klefbom. Feigns wrist shot. Rask gets a leg on it. The puck going wide. Gordon to Hendricks this way and that. Bergeron caves him in, centering past Joensuu. Couldn't stick a fork in it. It popped up off the first touch and he couldn't get it on goal. Gordon. Pass Hendricks. Joensuu. Trotman bounces off. Joensuu gets steered into the boards. Good work by Trotman. Bergeron muscles it up to the line and out. Riley Smith will trickle it in. The Bruins get a clean change. Edmonton with more 5-on-5 shots than the Bruins in this game. And this will be icing against the Oilers.
This week, NESN debuted a new daily morning show, NESN Sports Update. Tomorrow morning continues Tom Caron's exclusive sit-down with Red Sox manager John Farrell. The subjects, free agency, and the Red Sox young players. Every morning from 5 to 9, check out NESN Sports Update, presented in part by Town Fair Tire.
A lot of soundful highlights and a lot of moments where I say, did I say that?
You could have just asked me.
I am amused by the facial expressions in my periphery every once in a while. Pouliot flicks the backhand short. Everly tries to go through Hamilton's check. Hamilton got enough of the body to slow him down. Fraser's pass does not connect. What's Edmonton doing successfully that's keeping the Bruins out of the rhythm?
Skating. They get the better of the skating game here over the last 5, 6, 7 minutes. Bruins need to reestablish, and how you do that is you follow up one shift with a second shift. They had it going for a little bit earlier in the period. Now Edmonton's tilted the ice.
Petrie fires diagonal and bounces through a couple of six. They're just not going to call a lot of icings today, I guess. Perron whacks it into the Boston zone. Seidenberg turns away from Yakupov. Hamilton off the end boards, D to D. Seidenberg indirect for Griffith, draws the D. Krejci has to chase in front of the penalty bench doors. And the Bruins regroup back in their own end. Griffith getting a piece of Hamilton's pass off ice. Yet Fane has it. Dropping off to David Perron. Chips it off the boards. Yakupov doesn't do much with it. Lucic, one hand on the puck. Gets a piece of Fane's outlet pass. Now McQuaid bunts it forward. And this play is offside. An ugly 30 seconds there.
Stop by the Bruins equipment sale at Monkey Sports Superstore in Norwood, Mass. this Saturday at 8 a.m. for your chance to purchase player-worn practice and game equipment. Items include skates, helmets, gloves, and sticks, and will be available while supplies last. Learn more at bostonbruins.com/foundation.
Since the Boston power play, shots on goal are 11-5 for Edmonton. 19-15 in the game now with 3 minutes left in the second period. Justin Schultz off a stanchion and bangs around the end boards. Joe Morrow brings it out to Campbell. He felt the space going away and got rid of it before Schultz could administer the hit. Morrow getting away from Purcell, backhands it high off the glass. It gets up on edge, rolls, but hits a lot of snow, and there's no icing. Schultz with a little shift. Pecorini can't get it out of the zone. McKeaton tries the long diagonal. Warsofsky knocks it out of the air. Pecorini hammers the shot wide. Purcell getting hit from behind by Bergeron. Can't do anything good with the puck. Bergeron gains the line. Bergeron's shot. Scrivens makes the save, and the Bruins will get an attacking zone face-off out of there.
Bergeron on the ice without his two wingers because the line change obviously not complete. The Bruins in their own zone. Nice play by Kelly to stop in the defensive end to make sure that puck gets worked out. Finds Bergeron almost on a right wing position, and Bergeron just gains the blue line by myself. Maybe I get an offensive zone draw.
Marchand battling for the face-off. Trotman's shot. Hendricks diving to try to get the puck out of the zone. Bergeron shot off Marchand's feet, and a great save by Scrivens. Marchand finding Bergeron on the cut in the slot. Trotman to Warsofsky. Now Riley Smith off the legs of Joensuu. Bergeron going for the backup tip. And Marchand getting buried, willing to give himself up for the scoring chance. Ollie knocking him flat.
Well, we talked about the heads-up play. A shot with a purpose by Bergeron, hoping to get a face-off in the offensive end. That's exactly what they got. Good work by Trotman at the right point to win that battle against Hendricks. And the open slot. Petrie a little reluctant to go take Patrice Bergeron in coverage. And then a heads-up wrist shot by Warsofsky from that left point. Through traffic, get it through. Doesn't have to be hard. Scramble mode for Scrivens to get back to that short side. But Marchand had a chance on the rebound of the Warsofsky shot.
Feigned Everly. Loft Bounce it off the kick plate, far side. Nugent Hopkins got the stick in Seidenberg's legs, limiting Seidenberg's ability to make the turn. Smith off Pouliot's stick. Pouliot, nice toe drag. And the play is offside with Everly stuck inside the line. Benoit Pouliot has those flashes that make you understand why he was the number 4 overall draft choice in 2005, but he's with his 6th team in his 9th season.
First rounder.
He was plus 18 in the season he was with the Boston Bruins. Easily his career high. The only ability to make the turn. Smith off Pouliot's stick. Pouliot, nice toe drag. And the play is offside with Everly stuck inside the line. Benoit Pouliot has those flashes that make you understand why he was the number 4 overall draft choice in 2000. Benoit Pouliot has those flashes that make you understand why he was the number 4 overall draft choice in 2005, but he's with his 6th team in his 9th season.
First rounder.
He was plus 18 in the season he was with the Boston Bruins. Easily his career high. He was plus 18 in the season he was with the Boston Bruins. Easily his career high. Drive leaves a dent in the end boards. Hamilton senses Pouliot coming. Seidenberg past Soderberg. Nugent Hopkins gets bumped by Fraser in front of the penalty bench. Fane bounces it, and Clefbaum recovers with a minute to go in the second. David Perron, far side. Hamilton wraps him up. Perron finds a little bit of space. Seidenberg in between Everly and Nugent Hopkins. Hamilton patiently finds Soderberg. Here's Fraser trying to get the puck middle. Schultz gets a piece of it. Soderberg knocks it forward. Nugent Hopkins recovers in control. He gets caved in on Fraser's back pressure. Nikitin goes D to D. Justin Schultz in the final 30 seconds of the period. Nikitin. David Perron. Arcabello coming back to the puck. Over the line to Yakupov. The shot saved by Rask. Nail Yakupov. The tight turn, and he came up firing.
If you give him time and space, not just Yakupov, but a number of these Oilers, they're quick, they're fast, they're looking to turn defense into offense in a hurry. You give them time and space. I'll tell you, the one area that the Bruins have to adjust going into the third period is everything's got to turn up a notch. Everything's got to be done a little quicker, whether it's the decision, the execution, first step, the pass, the shot, whatever it might be. Everything's got to get a little quicker here because Edmonton's been the better team in the last 10 minutes.
Final 10 seconds. Arcabello knocks it down in the slot. Perron to Nikitin. He's got a good shot. Perron swats a hard backhand and hits the end boards, and the siren sounds with the Bruins in scramble mode. And now Perron wrapping up Kelly from behind after the siren. They'll sort it out and send the sweaters of the same colors down opposite hallways. We got a spirited third period on the way, Dale.
Let's hope it is. Bruins and Edmonton Oilers tied 1-1 at the end of 2 periods of play.
Boston Bruins Hockey on Nessun is brought to you by Citizens Bank. Good banking is good citizenship. By Amica Insurance, now with new lower auto insurance rates for Massachusetts drivers. By Subaru of New England. And by TD Bank,
0%
America's most convenient bank. Alongside Andy Brickley with Garrett Austin at ice level. And our Nessun production crew, I'm Jack Edwards. We're getting set for the third period. Bruins in a 1-1 tussle with an Edmonton Oilers franchise that has not won a game in Boston since November of 1996. Think about that for a second. Well, In just a second, we'll hear from Doug Jarvis, who moments ago spoke with Andy Brickley.
Doug, Edmonton, one of those Western Conference teams you only see twice a year. What were your concerns about playing the Oilers tonight?
Well, we know they're a quick team. They have a very good group of forwards that are quick and ready to go on the offense. So, our intent here and our hope heading into the game and certainly into the third period here is that we can play in their end to take that speed away from them, make them get stopped, and hopefully have some success in the offensive zone.
So much has been made about the inexperienced guys that have been forced to play significant minutes on the back end for you, and the emphasis on that first pass coming out of your own zone. Are you getting enough of that tonight?
Well, I don't know if we're getting as much as we want, but I think it's a work in progress. We're working at it, and the big thing a lot of times is getting first to pucks, getting there quickly, so you have a chance to get yourself righted to be able to make a good first pass. And we've certainly that's been a focus for us recently, and we're still working at that.
Well, a chance for 7 wins in 9 games. Big third period. Good luck.
Thank you, Andy.
Boyd Gordon in the Edmonton Oilers, eyeing the opportunity to get back on track after 3 losses in a row. And Riley Smith has given the Bruins the equalizing goal. Game summary brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. So, Brick, we heard your interview with Doug Jarvis talking about a quick, ready-to-go attacking team in the Edmonton Oilers. And this morning when Claude Julien met with the media, he talked about players being in the right places for each other.
Well, you saw in that second period when Edmonton got their skating game going, especially in that last 8-10 minutes, they gave the Bruins some issues.
Bergeron line going to work. Riley Smith back to Seidenberg. The drive, double deflection, and it trickles wide of the stick side post. Nugent Hopkins takes the hit for Bergeron, but can't get it past Riley Smith on the board. Now Everly swings it past Marchand. Pouliot's there to swat it off the kick plate and out. Edmonton looks for a quick change. The Bruins pour right back into the zone. Bergeron curls, drags, shoots, and Scrivens makes the save.
This line last game, obviously, looking like the line of old. The line was dissembled going into that Buffalo game to send a clear message to a couple of guys, actually to all 3 guys, that they had to improve their game. They've been reunited. And they're starting to feel some of that magic again that we've seen. And they've been the go-to line, no question about it. They've got the better of the opportunities, the majority of the opportunities, and they're creating opportunities for themselves.
Clefbaum chucks it up the boards. Hendricks sprints into the space on the off wing. The stop shot. Trotman with another block. Lucic smashes into Hendricks. Clefbaum has the puck along the boards, wiggles away from Griffith, gives it low to Joensuu. Joensuu shifts and then takes it to the far corner, banks it back for Fane. Along the line, Clefbaum wrists it well wide. Lucic takes it unopposed and tosses the backhand through the center circle. Clefbaum, Joensuu, Fane races for a little bump from Griffith. Griffith changing out. Hendricks turns the backhand off the boards. Arcabello, one of those warm players, takes a huge hit from McQuaid. Krejci maneuvering out of the Boston zone to Lucic.
Nice flop by Yakupov trying to get a call.
No one buying. There's a banked pass just out of Perron's reach. Rask plays it through a seam. Yakupov on goal, and Arcabello fires in a dart. Mark Arcabello scores at 1:44. Zone to Lucic.
Nice flop by Yakupov.
0%
No one buying. There's a banked pass just out of Perron's reach. Rask plays it through a seam. Yakupov on goal, and Pasternak scores! Arcabello scores at 1:34 in the third period, and the Bruins are in a little trouble.
This is what Edmonds talked about. Second chance opportunities would be the difference in the game if they were going to win. Pass comes out initially to make a play on a puck. I'm not sure if he's trying to get this puck out and make a play to a teammate. There's really nobody going to the wall. That's why he gets his concentration. Rask is in a backup mode. His concentration is to try to make this save as he's acting up. Sure, he would have let you directed that puck forward in the corner of the ring. Arcabello jumps on that second chance, and he rips it short side over the glove.
Goes down. Arcabello has family.
0%
Being a native of Milford, Connecticut, second team All-American one of his years at Yale. Over the Patrick Road. Kelly, a couple of quick steps on board. Unloads on Joe Morrow. Ryan redirects a pass to Keaton, but that's going to be icing against the Bruins, and the sounds of discontent from the Garden crowd. Yeah, no doubt.
Play on a pop.
The icing against the Bruins, and the sounds of discontent from the Garden crowd.
0% vertically scroll.
Pretty shiny numbers for Mark Arcabello while carrying the academic load. We are sure. Shiny numbers. Pretty shiny numbers for Mark Arcabello while carrying the academic load. We are sure. Pretty shiny numbers for Mark Arcabello while carrying the academic load. We are sure.
0%
Pretty shiny numbers for Mark Arcabello while carrying the academic load.
To the goal.
The icing against the Bruins, and the sounds of discontent from the Garden crowd. Pretty shiny numbers for Mark Arcabello while carrying the academic load. We are sure. Pretty shiny numbers for Mark Arcabello while carrying the academic load. We are sure.
There's no goaltender interference. Therefore, there's a good goal on the ice.
No doubt Arcabello and his family at the game. Being a native of Milford, Connecticut, second team All-American one of his years at Yale.
Kellen right over the corner of the rink, and Arcabello jumps on the net. Yeah, I'm sure he would have liked to direct that puck more to the corner of the rink, and Arcabello jumps on that second chance, and he rips it short side over the glove.
No doubt Arcabello and his family at the game.
Sideboard to the corner. He tied it into his glove. I think Derek Reyes is in his...
Oh, going to double quick against the... For a little time.
No question about it. Improved their game. They've been looking like the line. They're creating opportunities for themselves.
Clefbaum chucks it up the boards. Hendricks sprints into this space on the off wing. Right back in front. Up 2 losses in a row. And Riley's on track after 3 losses in a row. And Riley Smith has given the Bruins the equalizing goal. Game summary brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. So, Brick, we heard your interview with Doug Jarvis talking about a quick, ready-to-go attacking team of the Edmonton Oilers. Quick track after 3 losses in a row. And Riley Smith has given the Bruins the equalizing goal. Game summary brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. So, Brick, we heard your interview with Doug Jarvis talking about a quick, ready-to-go attacking team of the Edmonton Oilers. Quick track after 3 losses in a row. And Riley Smith.
Coach's challenge prior to the good goal.
Speed is 1.
10 minutes. Let's talk
0.
about penalty.
wins in 9 games. Big third period. Good luck.
//accounts.google.com/service login. Service equals between Euro equals 3 passing equals
Boyd Gordon in the Edmonton Oilers.
3%, 2F%,
Eyeing the opportunity to get back on track. After 3 losses in a row.
3 desktop,
And Riley Smith has given the Bruins the equalizing goal. Game summary brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. So, Brick, we heard your interview with Doug Jarvis talking about a quick, ready-to-go attacking team of the Edmonton Oilers. Has given the Bruins the equalizing goal. Game summary brought to you by your New England. The opportunity to get back on track.
After any good goal, there was a goal to the interference. When it was on the power play, we have no goal. The Bruins. So, there's just go.
The 3 losses. Boyd Gordon in the Edmonton Oilers. Eyeing the opportunity to get back on track after 3 losses in a row. Boyd Gordon in the Edmonton Oilers. Eyeing the opportunity to get back on track after 3 losses in a row. And Riley's back on track after 3 losses in a row. And Riley Smith has given the Bruins the equalizing goal. Game summary brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. So, Brick, we heard your interview with Doug Jarvis talking about a quick, ready-to-go attacking team of the Edmonton Oilers. And this morning when Claude Julien met with the media, he talked about players being in the right places for each other.
Well, you saw in that second period when Edmonton got their skating game going, especially in that last 8-10 minutes, they gave the Bruins some issues.
Bergeron line going to work. Riley Smith back to Seidenberg. The drive, double deflection, and it trickles wide of the stick side post. Into the zone. Bergeron curls, drives, shoots, and engages into hand. This is huge hit from there's a marble trouble.
This is what Edmonton talked about. Second chance off guard. He would have liked to direct it. And his concentration is to try to make this save as he's backing up. I'm sure he would have liked to direct it.
There's again. On goal. Confusion in the mind. Kelly.
NHL 2014-11-06 Edmonton Oilers vs Boston Bruins. YouTube and 2 more pages. Personal Microsoft Edge with banner sign in. Download https://accounts.google.com/service login. Service equals YouTube and Euro equals 3 and passive equals 2 and continue equals https %3 %2f %2f www.youtube.com%2 signaling %3 fashion _handle _ signing %3 tur %26 app %3 desktop %26 hr %3 ben %26 next %3 v %252 quads %253 fv %253 dlp yosby
Marchand pressuring the puck. Bergeron in right behind him, knocks down Klefbom. Bergeron, the card turn. Smith can't look it over Scrimmage. What a marvelous move by Bergeron. He kept reducing the radius throughout the turn, and he came right past the post with the puck.
He knows how to protect the puck, Jack. Plain and simple.
Let's go Bruins, the chant from the crowd. But here's Nugent Hopkins with some room to skate. Turns it to the backhand. Krejci gives him a shove. Seidenberg wins the puck battle against Everly. Off the boards. Smith can't clear the zone. Here's Everly in the slot to Nugent Hopkins. He dangles, fires it right through the slot. Marchand takes it out of the zone. Gives to Krejci. Marchand veers off for a change. Krejci shows and goes against Petrie. He can't knock him off stride. Lucic picks up the puck around to Trotman. Trotman up into the chest of Yakupov. Yakupov, that darting style of skating to get a little bit of an opening, and he goes down holding his face. And I don't see any referee's arms in the air.
Yeah, the whistle was not for a penalty. Certainly not on the Bruin on the back check. David Krejci, or who's ever stick that up in Yakupov. Already made mention of a little flop earlier on a previous shift in the offensive zone. Just a little back check pressure. From Trotman. The Bruins had a real good opportunity on that puck possession protection play by Patrice Bergeron, the wraparound chance. The only problem for Riley Smith, and it was hard for us to see from our location, I think that puck was in by his right skate, a little too forward for him to get the elevation he was looking for.
Kelly and Yoensu have something going on the far side. Good tussle during the faceoff. Gordon self-pass, drops it back. Yoensu with a bomb, and Rask makes the save. Kelly's going to go for holding in a sequence down the near side boards. And the Bruins will be shorthanded.
Bruins certainly need a big penalty kill right now. 2-1 game in favor of the Oilers. And when you're a team like Edmonton, you're going to really rely on your special teams if you're in close games on the road. As you look at that opportunity on the wraparound by Bergeron, his ability to protect the puck, whether it's on a drag and a lean in, or use that shoulder to protect, put it out funny in some cases. Nice job by Bergeron, and Riley Smith on the ball. You can see it was in by that right skate, a little bit on the backhand side.
Kelly Minor penalty for holding at 3:15.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins past Dougie Hamilton. Seidenberg throws his hip into Everly. Nugent-Hopkins has Pouliot close by. Gives to Everly in the corner. Back to Justin Schultz. He gloves it down. Over Bergeron's stick. Hamilton on the end board. Seidenberg sees an opening. Pass out of the zone. Deflects up to the blue line and out. Arcabello gains the line. Gives to Schultz. Nugent-Hopkins. Schultz runs it from out high. Arcabello, who scored the go-ahead goal, gives low. Everly, high slot. Schultz closes. Campbell with the skate block. A minute to go on the power play. Petrie joins Schultz on the ice. Purcell, who's a sniper, swings right. Eriksson intercepts the puck. Warsofsky tees up and cranks one all the way in on Scrivens. And because Krejci is alert, the Bruins will get an attacking zone faceoff.
Well, it started with Louis Eriksson with good stick position and makes the steal, and wisely just returns the puck back to the Bruins defenseman Warsofsky. Take a look at the stick work to the back of the head. Nugent-Hopkins to Marchand. Marchand gave a little look at the referee, shrugged the shoulder like, hey, what do you think?
Marchand's just hoping he gets credit. Use it up some later time. Eriksson's wrist shot, a blocker save by Scrivens, who's made some big stops at big times for Edmonton tonight. Petrie slings it off the corner. Off Eriksson's skate, back to Warsofsky. Race for the puck, and Nikitin, the defenseman, takes it all the way to the corner. He's got Perron at the point and gives it to him. Perron draws Krejci's attention. Nikitin to Person. Person tries to go down the wall. Trotman gets a stick on it, but Perron keeps possession of the puck. Perron to Purcell, but no angle shot, doesn't connect, and that'll skid all the way down 200 feet.
Yeah, you got to think Purcell knew that the power play was winding down. You don't want to take that shot and miss the net because it's going to serve as a clear for the Bruins.
Nikitin right over the center dot. Gordon reaches for it, but Hamilton chops it clear. Hendricks can't bat the puck in. Strike one. Nikitin chasing back into his own zone. Bergeron with the read. The puck bounces just past Marchand's reach. Seidenberg knocks it down the boards, but the Bruins can't keep possession. Seidenberg indirect for Smith. Now Bergeron. Bergeron goes 1 against 2. And Nikitin gets it up to Hendricks. Hendricks bounces the puck down into Hamilton's corner. Dougie Hamilton working his way out. This play is ruled offside. 13:24 to go in the game. The Bruins looking a little jagged on offense. Need to find their stride in a hurry. Larry, thank you. Hello, Julian, this morning talking about the Bruins being in the right places for each other. And it would seem, Brick, that they just haven't been in the right places enough, especially coming out of the defensive zone. But here's Smith closing, looking for Marchand. Bergeron swats it wide of the stick side post. Marchand scooting through the corner. Smith wins the stick battle against Clefbaum, and now goes to work against Nugent Hopkins. Marchand gets it off Nugent Hopkins' stick. Eberle hoists it out to center. Pouliot takes the hit from Seidenberg, gets spun around inside the Boston line. Eberle with a quick couple of steps, saved by Rask. The rebound. Pouliot has it off the boards. Petrie rests it around through the corner. Eberle shielding from Hamilton. Bergeron caves him in, but the Bruins still can't clear the zone. Pouliot down the boards. Underneath Eberle's blade. Hamilton shoves it past Nugent Hopkins. Seidenberg with a nice turn, then a nice other turn to get away from Pouliot. Bergeron up to the red line. Spins the backhand to the corner. Seth Griffith with a quick turn, trying to get away from Oscar Klefbom. Lucic steals from Yakupov. Arcobello across the middle of his own zone. Petrie has a little bit of space to skate. Yakupov with the turn, the shot. Kick saved by Rask. Steers the rebound to the near side. Griffith has a lot of space. Lucic on the net drive. Griffith's shot saved by Scrimmage. He turns behind him. French knocks it in, but you can hear a whistle. They're going to blow it dead. For the second time tonight, the Bruins are denied what they think is a goal.
And understandable.
And it was this line both times.
Same player initiating the shot. Well, involved, I should say. Seth Griffith comes down that right wing, tries to go short side high off the glove, and that puck is as loose as can be. And Krejci just slams it into an empty net. The referee from behind the goal line in position to see if this puck's going to go across the line, and he's blocked up by Scrimmage, but the puck's loose.
Two referees. That's what Claude Julien's saying.
And it happened twice. Two real good outnumbered rushes for Boston. The first one had Riley Smith. You know, if I'm Riley Smith, and Jack, I always like the good pass, trust me, you know, as a playmaker. He thought he had Marchand off that off post, but he's run one off the post glove side high. He scored a goal coming down the off wing, shooting glove side high. I'd keep going there until Scrimmage can prove that he can save it.
Yep.
And that's exactly where Griffith went on his opportunity.
You hear the sentiments of the Boston crowd, and they're not chanting Tuukka. Chris Kelly will take a shift on the Soderberg line on the left wing. Matt Fraser hasn't been too effective tonight. Hendricks swings the pass underneath Purcell's stick. Troutman in a battle with Purcell, and he wins it. But he tosses the puck directly to the Oilers. Ollie into the center circle. Gordon over the line. The backhand. Rask touches it with the stick to the corner. Now here comes Troutman, but he runs into traffic. Purcell on the wall. Kelly rips it loose. Schultz cross ice. McKeaton indirect for Pouliot. Gloves it down. Steps around Kelly's check. Soderberg and then Eriksson. 3 layers of D, and Pouliot couldn't beat them all. Kelly looks for Soderberg. Cuts to the middle. Kicks it loose. Eriksson dangles. Takes it to the post. Jams at it. And no whistle yet for once. And this time it is under scrimmage. And Pouliot couldn't beat them all. Kelly looks for Soderberg. Cuts to the middle. Kicks it loose. Eriksson dangles. Takes it to the post. Jams at it. And yes!
NHL 2000.
It is under scrimmage. 3-3. Tie.
Pretty good battle right at the defensive blue line. A free doesn't pop up. And the Bruins work real hard up the wall. Nice steal by Kelly. Kelly trying to protect it, kicks it in the general area. Lots of traffic to the net. Eriksson didn't really have a clear shooting lane. He tried to show patience and pull it to the backhand and then try to tuck it near side. Scrivens does a pretty good job to get that left pad back tight to the post. And now he's relying on a little bit of help. And he gets enough of it.
Now to follow one shift after another. Something Boston has done rarely in the
left pad to the backhand. Eriksson tried to really have a clear shooting lane. He tried to show patience and pull it to the backhand and then try to tuck it near side. Scrivens does a pretty good job to get that left pad back tight to the post. And now he's relying on a little bit of help. And he lunged it to the post. And now he's relying on a little bit of help. And he gets enough of it.
Now to follow one shift after another. Something Boston has done rarely in this game. Hendricks with a big effort to get the puck out.
Service equals between the mail equals 3 and 7 equals 3 and PTV equals HTTPS %, 3%, 2%, 2 FWWWWC.com %, 2 %, 3 fashion underscore handle underscore signing %, 3 %, 26 app %, 3 disc off %, 26 HL %, 3 then %, 26 next %, 3 D %, 252 quash %, 253 FB %, 253 DL 58 K L 2 %, 25 26 list %, 253 DL 70 452 AJ 2 WGDA AK underscore XOS TVI 56 %, 25 26 EX %, 253 D 25 26 PP %, 253 DAQD NHL equals 65620.
Tomorrow on Nesson Live, Gary and Sarah will preview the Pacers and Celtics and take a look back at the best and worst of the week. Get inside the latest headlines on Nesson Live, presented by Cross Insurance, weekday evenings at 5:30.
When you're denied the kind of sequence that we saw a few moments ago on what Bruins fans feel should be a goal that counts, is there more encouragement or frustration on the bench?
Well, there's initial frustration, but then you try to turn that into that encouragement and say, okay, we've been robbed twice here. The hockey gods are going to favor us on the next one.
Lucic on the pivot against Petrie, fires it across the slot. Perron having trouble getting past Fraser on the boards. Fraser lost his stick in the exchange. McQuaid dekes Perron off the path of the puck. Now gives to Morrow. Joe Morrow up to the attack line. Krejci can't feed it through the seam to Lucic. Arcabello cuts back to get away from Krejci. Everly with space. Everly drags it in tight. Last with a poke check, and the Bruins have numbers with 2 men on the wrong side of the puck for Edmonton. Here's Seidenberg joining the rush. Seidenberg wrists it down into the corner against Schultz. Fraser knocking it around to Lucic. Hamilton's wrist shot loose in front off Scrivens' save. Lucic gloves it down near the line, gives to Hamilton. Hamilton gets it away from Everly. Nugent Hopkins with a sweet little chip over Lucic's stick. But again, the Bruins scramble back to take possession. A good effort in the offensive zone to free the puck up, use the poise. They even got a redirect. Hamilton, Soderberg, Hamilton, it comes through the foot. But again, the Bruins scramble back to take possession. A good effort in the offensive zone to free the puck up, use the poise. They even got a redirect. Hamilton, Soderberg, Hamilton, it comes through the foot. Good effort in the offensive zone to free the puck up, use the poise. They even got a redirect. Hamilton, Soderberg, Hamilton, it comes through the foot. Zone to free the puck up, use the poise. They even got a redirect. Hamilton, Soderberg, Hamilton, it comes through the foot.
And they've been the hockey.
Matt Hendricks worked Nelson on Trotman's side. High in the corner, Hendricks, Nelson, centering pass. Gordon gets sandwiched. Petrie gets it back and fires a blast just wide of the glove side post. Griffith takes the hit to move it to Pye. Now Campbell up to the red line. Into Petrie's corner. All over the taking. He pays the price as Pye unloads on him. Griffith gets the puck back in the neutral zone. And McQuaid with a hop in his step right back into the attack again.
Bruins line change. They go to the middle. Eriksson all 3 lanes. It's a heads-up play. Chris Kelly, who started in this area, he's going to fill the middle.
Louis Eriksson ties it up. The Bruins will have a chance to take the lead when the game resumes. Bruins and even in the middle of the line will have a chance to take the lead when the game resumes.
Bruins and even in the middle of a line change. They get the job done and they fill all 3 lanes. It's a heads-up play. Chris Kelly, who started in this area, he's going to fill the middle. Erickson just came on the ice. He's going to fill the left side. And here comes Soderberg with an active fourth man, which is Dougie Hamilton, the defenseman. And even though they get a couple of good breaks, it's the follow-up by Hamilton after the poke check by Nikitin. And now, because you have 3 players on a net drive, you get a good bounce.
First goal in 9 games for Louis Erickson. A pretty timely one. The Bruins keep coming from behind. They did it against Buffalo. They ended up winning in overtime. Did it a couple of nights ago.
Edmonton penalty number 22, Steve Hawley. Finish holding the stick.
This one gets past Smith. Bruins on the power play. Hamilton leads Bergeron. Bergeron wrists it around through both corners. Spain tries to knock it back. Soderberg does, and Hendricks hammers it off the boards and out.
A couple of good breaks for the Oilers. The first one got by Riley Smith at the left point. That one they got by Erickson. Bergeron with a great move in front.
Through both corners. Spain tries to knock it back. Soderberg does.
Now https://accounts.google.com/service login. Service equals YouTube and Miller equals 3 and passive equals 3 and continue equals https% 3%, 2f%, 2f, www.youtube.com%,
sit around through both corners. Spain tries to knock it back. Soderberg does, and Hendricks hammers it off the boards and out.
A couple of good breaks for the Oilers. The first one got by Riley Smith at the left point. That one they got by Erickson. Bergeron with a great move in front.
The boards and out.
A couple of good breaks for the Oilers. The first one got by Riley Smith at the left point. That one they got by Erickson. Bergeron with a great move in front.
Electronic feed.
And a touch.
What did this?
To get possession to the pressure out high.
Marchand chance saucers it to Soderberg. The shot hits the puck. He's like Hamilton works it out.
A couple of good breaks for the Oilers. The first one got by Riley Smith at the left point. That one they got by Erickson. Bergeron with a great
3 goals. Not by favorite color comp. Stain blocking it down. He's got an opening. The shot goes. Kelly. Well, sustained pressure. There's Kelly blocking it down. He's got an opening. The shot goes. The stick of Schultz up and out of play. The shot goes off the stick of Schultz up and out of play. Pressure. There's Kelly blocking it down. He's got an opening. The shot goes off the stick of Schultz up and out of play.
Here in Boston,
Dougie Hamilton finds the back of the net to complete the 3-goal floor. 4-2.
Oh, what a great play by Patrice Bergeron on the right wing boards. He sells that little snapshot. Maybe I'll hang on and go down the wall. Erickson off that far post, but it's Soderberg in the back diagonal. Not only the Bruins score on the play, but the penalty stays in play because the Bruins are already on the power play. And then they score again.
On the electronic feed from the league, Soderberg right now has credit for the goal that is eventually is going to go to Hamilton, because you could see pretty clearly that Soderberg was creating traffic but didn't make contact with the puck.
Yeah, we've had the luxury of seeing that replay a couple of times during the break, and yes, it is Hamilton's goal.
Soderberg right now has
maybe I'll hang on and go down the wall. Erickson off that far post, but it's Soderberg on the back.
The stick of Schultz up and out of play. Dougie Hamilton finds the back of the net to complete the 3-goal flurry for the Bruins in a span of 2:34. Key play brought to you by your New England Audi dealers. Soderberg made it 3-2.
What a great play by Patrice Bergeron down the right wing boards. He sells that little snapshot of maybe I'll hang on to and go down the wall. Erickson off that far post, but it's Soderberg on the back diagonal. And not only the Bruins score on the play, but the penalty stays in play because the Bruins are already on the power play. And then they score again.
On the electronic feed from the league, Soderberg right now has credit for the goal that eventually is going to go to Hamilton, because you can see pretty clearly that Soderberg was creating traffic but didn't make contact with the puck.
Yeah, we've had the luxury of seeing that replay a couple of times during the break, and yes, it is Hamilton.
Soderberg right now has credit for the goal that eventually is going to go to Hamilton, because you can see pretty clearly that Soderberg was creating. Benoit Pouliot holding it wide on Dougie Hamilton. Taps it for Nugent Hopkins in the cycle. Everly coming out of the corner and off the post. Nugent Hopkins with a blast one-timer from the circle. Seidenberg steps into Petrie in the corner. Now nudges it past Nugent Hopkins. Everly on a high hit. Nugent Hopkins redirects. Rask makes the stop. Seidenberg just wants it the heck out of there. A surge by Edmonton. Desperate hockey after the Bruins took over the third. Now here comes Schultz, but Seidenberg with a good stick position to block it up and out of play. The 4-2 goal for Boston.
Yeah, again, this power play unit has just been impressive, and they go with the 4 forwards because Bergeron is that all-purpose player with this unit, and then Erickson and Soderberg have that great chemistry in the overhead. Clearly, if that first replay didn't show you, the overhead confirming that shot not touched by Soderberg. Hamilton gets credit for the goal, or should. But I love the play, Jack, by Erickson to come out high because it's possession. It's all about possession. You're under duress out high. Why not shorten up the passing route?
Arcobello across the middle of the ice looking for Schultz. Schultz gives it away to Riley Smith. Smith into space for Marchand. Arcobello taps the backhand off the center ice glass. Smith takes a hit from Perron to move the puck to McQuaid. D to Joe Morrow. A diagonal to Riley Smith with Bergeron cutting middle. Oh, he gets a piece of the pass. Bergeron fires it right through the goal crease. Now off ice, Teddy Purcell flips to the wing to Leon Draisaitl, who's been pretty quiet in the back half of this game. Krejci dangling at the line, and Lucic is offside on the far side.
He was open, but David Krejci didn't see it when he initially got it. Monday night at 6:30, Joy Dale and Mary when WB Mason presents Bruins Face Off Live. They'll preview the matchup with the Devils, checking on old friend Jaromir Jagr, and have the latest NHL news and notes. Get ready for the game with Ness at Monday at 6:30.
If you're just joining us through the bottom of the hour, it has been a fun-filled third period for the Boston Bruins as they first fell behind 2-1 and then exploded for 3 goals in short order, the last 2 of which came on the power play. Carl Soderberg with another multi-point night. He continues to lead the team in scoring.
How about Dougie Hamilton in the absence of Zdeno Chara?
Playing the big minutes and not looking youthful at all in terms of his poise.
The production's there, the plus-minus is there.
Joe Morrow's wrist shot goes wild.
The minutes are there.
Lucic this way and that on Mark Fane. Finds Campbell, high slot. The rotation to Morrow below the dot. Glove saved by Scrivens.
Heads up play by Gregory Campbell, just as Erickson did with the man advantage. Get into that high slot. It's such a good play on a lot of shifts, not all the time, but on a lot of shifts just to maintain possession. How's Edmonton going to tie the hockey game if you drift out to that high slot, take a pass, and now you got all kinds of options to keep the play in the offensive end?
Shots on goal were 19-19 at one point. It's now 31-26 in favor of Boston as the Bruins have tilted the ice since falling behind in this game. Kelly keeps the puck in with the leg. Schultz skates it out of the slot. Up to the red line now. Seidenberg wants the quick re-entry. Bergeron holds it. Campbell driving the net. Kelly tries to tack it toward goal. Gets spun around. Pouliot in a little trouble because of Bergeron's forecheck, and it comes off Bergeron's skate to Scrivens.
Tonight, following the post-game show, check out Nesson Sports Today, presented by People's United Bank. Adam and Sarah will have more on the Oilers and Bruins. Take a look back at the first half of the Patriots season and give you a look at the Celtics' new alternate jersey. Get everything you need to know tonight after Bruins coverage.
Bruins looking for their first 4-game win streak since the March through March last spring when they won 12 in a row, second through the 22nd of the month.
And a rare weekend off. Don't play again till Monday night.
Paye doesn't make the chance he passes across, which could
YouTube video NHL 2014-11. Settings. YouTube video player group.
Instead gets
NHL
a team
2000.
narrowly
YouTube
picks
video
it
player.
off as
YouTube
Ollie
video.
would have had a
NHL 2000.
flyby. Paye was a half a step closer.
YouTube video. Mini player.
Erickson
Next keyboard
possession
shortcut shift.
back to the Boston line.
Slider
Past
at
2
1 hour
minutes to go
42
in the
minutes
game.
49 seconds at 1 hour 47 minutes.
It looked pretty dicey for the Bruins, but a man 1-through-man 20 effort in the third period changed the tide. But
Yeah, no question about it. And I love the Bruins' attitude here in the third period, recognizing what they had in front of them and how to go about it. A couple of tweaks on the forward lines at a critical point. The third period pays off, and special teams, power play, impressive.
Arcabello off the stick and it floats over the bottom.
1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour.
0 week tonight, 3-point behind Montreal. That Bruins have played empty net. Campbell takes a flip at it. Perron knocks it out of the air. Bergeron. Everly pins him to the boards. Final minute. Sideberg goes for it. Hammers it right into the body of Nugent Hopkins. Kelly has the open goal. Rattles it off Schultz. And Perron takes it back at his own goal. Kelly bangs into Perron and the puck loose, but Justin Schultz rescues it. Yakupov backs it around through the corner. Nugent Hopkins back to the end wall. Bergeron floats it ahead for Kelly. He bounces it out to center. Less than 30 seconds to go. David Perron working McQuaid's side of the ice. Dennis Seidenberg out to the neutral zone when the cheers gather at TD Garden in the final 15 seconds. Krejci to Lucic.
Speed is 0.
Speed is 1. In the final 15 seconds.
5 seconds. Boston on.
Speed is
Krejci.
Boston
He scored. He scored. Boston on.
image magnified.
Sports.
Magnified is finished. Boston points.
It's 20.
Seals the deal. The Bruins
0%
about to win their 13th consecutive game head-to-head against the Edmonton Oilers. An amazing streak. Their last loss in the series came in October of 2000.
NHL 2000.
Amazing.
Play keyboard short.
And the last loss here in Boston, the 7th of November,
0%
1996.
vertical score.
But it didn't look that way early in the third.
It certainly didn't look that way in the second half of the second period.
5-2 the final.
Positive feel. It's time to question about that frustration after Krejci banged in a loose puck rebound on the shot by Griffith when it happened early in the game when Griffith banged in a
0%
rebound.
vertical score.
And the Bruins were denied 2 goals because of what, this whole building thought was quick whistles. And, where's the frustration level and where's the focus level? And, you had to have that positive feeling on the Bruins bench, and that had to be the message. And, the coaching staff's a little frustrated because it's all about wins, it's all about points, it's about banking points right now, and you don't have your full complement of players. And just the Bruins' attitude from that point on has been impressive.
Bruins came in it tonight through.
You had to have that positive feeling on the Bruins bench, and that had to be the message. The coaching staff's a little frustrated because it's all about wins, it's all about points, it's about banking points right now, and you don't have your full complement of players. And just the Bruins' attitude from that point on has been because it's all about the Bruins bench, and that had to be the message. And, the coaching staff's a little frustrated because it's all about wins, it's all about points, it's about banking points right now, and you don't have your full complement of players. And just the Bruins' attitude from that point on has been impressive.
Bruins came in it tonight 3 points behind.
A little frustrated because it's all about wins. It's all about points. It's about banking points right now, and you don't have your full complement of players. And just the Bruins' attitude from that point on has been impressive.
Bruins came in it tonight 3 points behind Montreal, which has been a little up and down of late, to say the least. Something that Brick hinted about on the Instigators a couple of weeks ago, and I got a feeling I'm going to get a face full of that tonight. It's up and down of late, to say the least. Something that Brick hinted about on the Instigators a couple of weeks ago, and I got a feeling I'm going to get a face full of that tonight. And 1 point behind Tampa Bay. Bruins have played as many games as any team in the league, so behind Montreal, which has been a little up and down of late, to say the least. Something that Brick hinted about on the Instigators a couple of weeks ago, and I got a feeling I'm going to get a face full of that tonight. And 1 point. Something that Brick hinted about on the Instigators a couple of weeks ago, and I got a feeling I'm going to get a face full of that tonight. And
those goaltenders challenge to the final goal.
0%.
1 point has been impressive.
Bruins came in it tonight 3 points behind Montreal, which has been a little up and down of late, to say the least. Something that Brick hinted about on the Instigators a couple of weeks ago, and I got a feeling I'm going to get a face full of that tonight. And 1 point behind Tampa Bay. Bruins have played about on the Instigators a couple of weeks ago, and I got a feeling I'm going to get a face full of that tonight. And 1 point behind Tampa Bay. Bruins have played as many games as any team in the league, so the games at hand are going to come in. It's been a little up and down of late, to say the least.
There was no goal with 1 second.
Impressive.
Bruins came in it tonight 3 points behind Montreal, which has been a little up and down of late, to say the least. Something that Brick hinted about on the Instigators a couple of weeks ago, and I got a feeling it's point on and Montreal, which has been a little up and down of late, to say the least. Something that Brick hinted about on the Instigators a couple of weeks ago, and I got a feeling I'm going to get a face full of that tonight. And 1 point behind Tampa Bay. Bruins have played as many games. And 1 point behind Tampa Bay. Bruins have played as many games as any team in the league, so 5-2 the final. The Bruins have won 4 in a row. 5 out of 6. And 7 out of 9.
We talked about the challenge that was in front of the Bruins when they went down 2-1 in this hockey game, and how they responded as a group, as a team, and the attitude and the effort that they put forth in the final 20 minutes, I thought was pretty impressive.
Dale, there are tire marks. There's traction for the Boston Bruins.
I thought the tire marks were up the jersey of Ben Scrivens there in the third period, Jack. Coming up on Ace Ticket Bruins Overtime Live. As you see Tuukka Rask headed off the ice, he and his Bruins
NHL 2014-11-06 Edmonton Oilers vs Boston Bruins. YouTube audio brain tab item YouTube video player group. Pause keyboard shortcut K button. 0% vertical scroll.
With head coach Claude Julien. We've got some
Replay keyboard YouTube video player.